Bannerlord just got its very first DLC, War SAILS. And in this video, I'm going to play the entire storyline, a legendary Viking saga that will take us all over the seas of Calradia, fighting pirates, gathering allies, and eventually defeating our enemy. And the best part? This video is sponsored by Tailworlds, so click my link in the description or pinned comment to check out War SAILS today. Now less talking, more raiding! It is time to do the entire storyline of War SAILS. We start by selecting our character's culture. We're of course going to go with the Nords. The Nords are people made by the sea. Some make a modest living by farming barley and raising sheep, but those with ambition must venture forth into the longship to trade, plunder, or fight as mercenaries. Their unique cultural ability is that they gain 30% more loot from villagers and caravans, as well as enjoying a 20% boost to ship movement speed in rivers and coastal areas. But their downside is that when we command an army on land, we lose 30% more cohesion. But that extra loot bonus and movement speed is absolutely wonderful. So, of course we're going to be a Nord. We will be playing as Hastin, legendary Viking and Jarl of the North. Here you can see all of the stats I picked in the character creation. I went heavily into sailing as well as one-handed and a bit of engineering. This is going to help me immensely as I go raiding on the high seas. And so begins the initial quest that starts out your journey in War SAILS. Through your travels, you overhear hushed conversations about a new menace, a pirate confederacy terrorizing the coast of Calradia. These northern corsairs have built a reputation for trading in captives from bandits and raiders, just as the ones who attacked your family. Do you want to go to Escorting now to try to pick up your sister's trail and embark on a hunt across the seas of Calradia? Yes, take me to Escorting now! Our journey begins as bandits attacked our village and stole my siblings. It is now up to us to save our kin and hunt them down. As we're strolling through Escorting streets, we hear a voice coming from a side alley. You're Gunnar of Flagshof, aren't you? We got a message from the Sea Hounds. You get a message from those curs? The message is that you will die, you damned fool! Get off him, you louts! Take this! Eat spear! Don't worry, I got this one, old timer. By my blood, that hurts. Yeah, buddy, you got a bit of red on you. I am Gunnar of Flagshofen from the Nordvig lands. I've come to this land to seek warriors and a ship. These men we fought here were allies of a pirate gang who called themselves the Sea Hounds. Did you mention slave raids? My brothers and sisters were taken in one. If you're still searching, look to the Sea Hounds. They got their hands in most of the slaving that happens along this coast. They used to be my brothers in arms, my shield brothers. Years ago, we fought side by side in the last great rebellion of the North. It was long before you were born, young one. I'm going to make you a proposal, youngling. Perhaps you'd like to come with us. I can't guarantee we'll find your kin. I can't even guarantee your safety. But what I can guarantee is a good fight. And if we win, a fine bit of loot. I'll join you. That's the spirit, lad. Now go to the tavern and find Purig. Hopefully, he's sober enough to sail, let alone stand. And that is how our hero finds himself in Escorting, the Vlandian town off the coast of Calradia. Excuse me, coming through. And thankfully, one does not need to read to understand a sign like that. Which one of these looks to be Purig? No hasting, don't get distracted. Well, I think I found him. Hail to you, Purig! Gunnar sent me. We're in for a fight. A fight? I take it you and Gunnar won. We won, and now I wish to join you against our common enemy. Well, good for you two. Gunnar is a tough old goat, and it's rather hard to kill. Trust me, I've tried myself on many occasions. Hey, I'll help you. For old time's sake. I got my ship, and my men are ready to sail. Did you also fight in this rebellion? I did. We were so young back then. We served no kings, and had no lords. Then old Volbjörn brought down the full weight of the North on the Brotherhood. Against those odds, we couldn't fight. But some of our old comrades weren't quite ready to abandon life, and they turned to piracy, and became the Sea Hounds. Come down to the ship with me then. Wind and tide are with us, and I won't tarry too long.
My brothers, I hope this letter finds you well. I told you that I might soon ask you to join me in Escorting. That time has now come. Let me tell you what has befallen me since we last parted. I have been trying to gather warriors here to help us fight the Sea Hounds. I was lucky to find one very capable and brave soul who came to my help when they ambushed me in an alley. This warrior has a sister who was enslaved along this coast and agreed to join me in my hunt. in the hope of learning more about her whereabouts. I had planned to sail out of Ostikan with our old comrade, Purig. I considered myself very fortunate to have found him. Here was a warrior with a ship who shared my hatred of the sea hounds, ready to sail with me. But I had misjudged him. He was instead the lowest form of traitor, a man whose feigned camaraderie concealed a contempt for all that we value. The first night on the open sea, we were woken up by Purig's men holding knives to our throats. Purig had struck a deal with the sea hounds, and he intended to hand me over to them to be tortured and killed. He was always ambitious, and seemed eager to win favor with what he imagined to be a new power in the north. "I am sorry, old friend," he said, "but the sea hounds are strong and rich, and I think you always wanted to die spitting defiance at your foes." This was the last he spoke to me. His men chained us to the oars. The sea was calm and the weather hot. They made us row hard, and we suffered greatly as we cruised the coast looking for merchantmen. Presumably Purig wished to appear before the sea hounds with a prize or two in his hands to make more of an impression. In this way, his plan was undone by his greed. On the third day, we came across a stubby trading Knar and gave chase. As we closed, the Knar's crew first started to dump their cargo and then their own selves, as the pirates were shooting them with their bows. Eventually, we caught the Knar. Purig sent us as oar slaves to his prize, alongside some crew who hadn't jumped, with some pirates to guard us as he gathered up all the floating cargo. That was a mistake. His men found some casks of wine aboard the Knar and failed to chain us properly. Purig's Nekja by then was some distance away, and we realized that if we wanted to end our miserable ordeal, we'd never get a better opportunity.
Hastings, your chain is loose. It's now or never. Get me out of these chains! I'm gonna bloody kill them! I'm gonna throw you overboard! At them! Ah! Let my chains be my weapon to free me! Take this, you dog! Ah! 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 Get up, you lout! We're gonna free ourselves before that bastard traitor comes back! We're not gonna be slaves any longer! We steal the ship of our captivity! We sail! Well done, Hastings. That's twice now you got me out of a bad spot. I'd tell you to row as fast as possible to get away from that bastard. But those merchants are still out there floundering in the waves. They'll drown soon if we don't save them. Even better, they'll help us as a crew. I'll get the sail, take the oar. Let's see if we can help them out of the water. And now we get to learn how to sail. Now luckily for you, I'm an expert. But if you were wondering how to sail, it's quite simple. Grab control of the oar. By pressing X, you can control the oars of the ship. This is your speed, no matter how much wind you have. You can change your view by pressing C. This can get you a view of the bow of the ship, the front, as well as a third-person view of the boat. You control the ship with WASD. If you want to halve the speed of your rowers, press X again. A benefit to having less rowers is that more are ready to fight, but of course, it lessens your speed. To slow down, simply press X twice. This stops all your men from rowing. But rowing isn't the only way to make a ship go forward, as we also have a sail. You can unfurl your sails by pressing Z. When sailing, you need to keep wind direction in mind. In the very bottom right, you can see where the wind is blowing. The more green it is, the more wind you have. But if it's in the red, the wind is going against us. To slow down using the sail, press Z again. This furls up the sails. Get on now there, sailor! Heaven be praised! We thought we've escaped the arrows only to be drowned by the waves. Look, lads! Purig is still around, but I suspect he's overladen and undermanned. I doubt he can find us before nightfall, which is good, because I don't think we can fight him right now. We're still not far away from Ostikan. So row me, boys, for Ostikan and for safety. And row the boys did, as we now had ourselves both for freedom and a ship. As we return to Ostikan Harbor, you tie your ship to a pier. Besides the Vlanian traders and fishing vessels lies a small Nordic longship. Gunnar tells you that some of his comrades have responded to their call to hunt the sea hounds. And hopefully, they won't betray him like Purig. Well, I sent my letters, and I've spoken to some of my men from the homeland who've just arrived. They're sick of the sea hound raids, and ready to join us in our hunt. Why did Purig turn on you? He must have the trickery of Loki inside of him, and not the honor of Odin or Thor. Who are these allies you speak of, and to whom did you write your letter? The ones we have now are farmers from the island of Baneland, near my village at Lagshofen. They are very good men and well motivated. The cause has suffered as greatly as you at the hands of the Sea Hound, but they're not warriors. The letter was addressed to one of my very old friends, Bjolgur of Agilting. When he left the rebellion, he chose neither peace nor banditry. Instead, he joined the Skoldarbröda, the Shield Brothers. Rather than fight for a king, he fight whoever pays him, a mercenary at heart. A pair of ships have been patrolling off our coast, robbing passing fishermen, and had wagered one of my very own eyes to a bale of herring that they're the sea hounds. They scatter like minnows whenever a real warship sets out, but with our ship being small, I think they might just fall for it. Alright then, let's sail. Where are you, sea hounds? Oh, I found them. Come here! It is now time to do proper combat. First, we approach the ship. Unfurl the sails! Get us close, so we may board. Now a good tip here is to not approach too quickly, as you'll just overshoot them. When you're close, lift your sails, and get some, if not all of your men, off the oars. Press R to attempt the boarding. You can now get off your ship, as your men will throw hooks onto their boat. Now, you order a charge just like normal combat, and watch as your men get in there. Take this, you bastards! Have at you sea dogs! You louts! You pirate scum! Have ye no honor? Have at you, you louts! You no good for nothing sea raiders! As the fighting has died down, we found captives bound and stashed beneath their rowing benches. We cut their bonds and helped them. That's one of the sea hounds defeated, but the other can't be too far away. Now when you board, your ships actually get tied together with these ropes. This acts as a bridge for you to cross over to the other ship. But of course, when you're stuck like this, you can't sail away. You can order your men to cut your ship loose by pressing X. Now, let's take out this bastard. Now let's get at him, boys. Have at it, you bastard! If you ever fall overboard, don't worry. You should have time to swim over to a climbing net. And simply get back on board. Once again, we are victorious. Gunnar, meanwhile, inspects the fallen pirate and soon finds one who is lightly wounded and able to speak. I'm new at this, my lord. I'm just a farmer who fell on hard times. Don't kill me. I signed on with this ship in Varshig a month ago. They told me we'd be trading grain and ivory across the Bialik. I didn't know we'd be attacking honest folk. I'm looking for my sister. Let me know how to find her and I'll spare your life. We purchased some slaves from some bandits in Ostekun. We were planning on selling them onwards to another buyer further south. Perhaps your sister was one of them. Will you spare me? Calluses such as those on your hands are made by oars, not plows. And I can see a scar on your sword arm. That doesn't look like it come from a life of kicking mules. Indeed, I might even recall your name. Ralgar Ilnos! But if it isn't Gunnar of Laxhof. As for you, friend of Gunnar, I told you where to find your sister, but you better be quick. She might take a liking to one of our brave lads and give you a litter of sea puppies. There you have it. I fulfilled my end of the bargain. Put me ashore. Gunnar! This man disrespected my kin! Throw him off the ship! No, wait! We need to find her quickly! When we sailed with Purig, I was hoping that he would help me fight the sea hound near Valvik. His betrayal of course cost us time, but I think that plan is still a good one. That captive we took, Ralgar, said that the sea hound expect to find rich pickings near Baneland. Every year, a landing merchant ship travels to the far north, bearing hunters and other fortune seekers. It should be returning south around this time. We can sail to Valvik and meet this merchant, and escort them south. It is now time to sail to the island of Baneland. These are the lands of the north, and they're brand new to this expansion. Another thing that's brand new are these rivers that will let us sail up to further inland cities. When we're sailing like this, our fleet will lose condition, especially as we're currently traveling through a storm. Now these weather patterns will be reflected in your ship battles, affecting both wind and wave. Now keep in mind, the rocky seas affect your ship as much as it does the enemies, so you can use this to your advantage. But for now, we head to Varvik to act as mercenaries, protecting this merchant vessel. Ahoy there! Who are you? And what's your purpose? We're here making war upon the Sea Hounds, a pirate confederation. Back at Valvik port, we heard rumors of these pirates, and we were none too pleased that we are to venture out alone. Are you asking for anything for your services? I think a small share of your cargo would be customary for a mercenary like myself. Very well. Should we arrive safely, we will happily show your gratitude with a contribution to your cause. May the heavens protect us from pirates and the perils of the sea. You speak like a Vlandian, but they're being attacked. Let's help them. Now you can see that the wind is actually going against us. So if I were to unfurl my sails now, I'd be actively going backwards. So we're relying on the oars, my friends, and the oars will see us to victory. But as you can see, the wave physics are absolutely wonderful. But there's just something so wonderfully atmospheric about these great waves and the longship crashing through them. I'm gonna flank on either side of our merchant friends, and that looks to be a longship of sorts. Oh, that is a large ship. It's gonna ram us. We attempt the boarding. Hold on, lads. Hold on. Toss those hooks. Let's catch him like a big fat whale. Get those rope bridges up. Take this, you coward. Taste my axe. Eat my blade. Die to my hand. Oh, take this. Ah, there we go. Oh, the rocking of the sea makes fighting rather difficult. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Glorious. We did it, boys. And there's some fine loot here. I think we'll kit ourselves out. And we continue sailing. Let's fight these bastards again. Wind's in our favor, boys. Don't worry, tradesmen. We will save you. Holy moly, our ship is fast. It has the speed of one of Odin's ravens. Now let's ram these bastards. Heave! Ho! Ah! See if we can hook him. Reel him in, boys. We're going to unfurl the sails. We've way overshot them. So if you want to turn swiftly, I'd advise you to raise your sails and rely on your oars. Come on, boys! Hook onto him! Reel him in! Get at them, boys! For Odin! For the glory! For valor! I'm taking the beating! Don't worry, I'm a brave warrior! I'll fight to the very end if I have to! Kick him overboard! Drown him! Drown him! He's going to try to go for the ladder, but I think he is drowned. Alright, you can swim if you want to. Now, if you have thalassophobia like me, this is absolutely terrifying. Very good. More loot! A fine helmet! I've actually gotten enough experience that we can get our first perk in the brand new skill, Mariner. This is all about naval simulation, basically auto-resolving the battles. But there are some wonderful perks in here, like Pirate's Prowess that gives us more melee weapon handling and better loot, as well as Rolling Thunder that reduces the accuracy penalty from our ship moving. I'm going to go with the extra loot. The second new skill in the War Sails is Boatswain. This can help reduce the damage our ship takes. There's some wonderful perks in here, like reducing the cost of upgrades, and more damage dealt by our ship's ballista. Lastly, there's the Shipmaster, all about speed. There's actually a really funny perk here called Master Angler that gives us a 25% chance per hour to catch fish while we're sailing. They turned Bannerlord into a fishing game. There shouldn't be any more pirates bothering you now. Word spread fast among sailors. We seem to have made a bit of a name for ourselves. I have someone for you to meet. So, you are the captain who thrashed those so-called sea owls from the north. I am Lahar of Kuyas. I am here because one of the great families of our city have been having some troubles. The head of one of the branches, the Lady Fada, has quarreled over her inheritance with her uncles. What does it have to do with the Sea Hounds? Lady Fada has reportedly joined with the Sea Hounds. She has been prowling over the Gulf of Charas, taking Kuyasi vessels. If you are going there, I wish to come. I offer you a loyal crew and a swift dromon, outfitted with a ram. Very well then, it seems we have gotten access to the Grey Raven, a battering Liburna. This comes outfitted with a heavy reinforced ram, which is wonderful for crushing the enemy and sinking them. And so, we swiftly sailed on this Liburna, with a fine crew of corsairs from the east. These are fine waters. Where be the corsairs I'm hunting for? I think I found some corsairs. Let's get them, lads. Right, the wind isn't in our favor, but that's fine. We'll simply go straight for them and hope that the power of our oars will be enough to scupper their ship with one mighty blow of the battering ram of this Liburna. It's literally a ram. That is some good craftsmanship. I like that. Now let's get them, lads. Good ram. Great ramming. Oh, a good ramming should be followed by a good boarding. That is the way of the land. Get the bridges down and hold. Hold, I say. Ah, they got me. Ah. But that's fine. We now have the ability to take control of one of our troops. So just because you've been knocked down doesn't mean the battle is over. Very cool. Very good. So far so good, but it's time to hunt down the Emira herself. And she has quite the navy, and it looks like a storm is brewing. Listen, there's only one way we can beat this lass, and that's by ramming her straight into the ship. The wind's in her favor, the storm is alive. We're gonna send her to the deeps below. Ram! Ah! It's going down! Drown you! you bastards! Into the Navy's locker you go! I'd whip it around and gain some momentum. She got plenty of consorts to take down. Here we go, lads! Unfurl sails and let them drag into us! Roar! Grab onto them, boys! We've done it, lads! Very good! What have you done? Do you know who I am? I have allies who will thread your entrails from your guts and hang. Alright, woman, shut up. Tell me, where are the slaves? Are you threatening me? I'm threatening you! How do I know that telling you about the Sea Hounds will save my life? I never said that. Purig has become the leader of the Sea Hounds? They've already crowned him as a king? We do not like kings from where I'm from. He's joined up with a Vlandian pirate. Huh? So is that information worth something to you, is it not? If we add it to the ransom I mentioned, is it enough to buy my life and my freedom? You know my preference, Aistin. If I bring her back to Koifish, I will ensure you that you can get some of the credit. But perhaps you prefer good cold silver to goodwill. I will need that gold to purchase a strong ship and good oars. We accept her ransom. 1,000 gold, eh? That's not too bad. Not what I was expecting, but I have enjoyed our excursion, and hunting pirates is always good business. So I've been looking around to see what Fala told us about these Vlandian pirates in Purig's employ. Several large warships have been sighted patrolling near Omor. Omor is linked to the Bialik Sea by a wide estuary. It would be easy for the pirates to sit there like spiders in a web and wait until the sturgeons despair of losing all their commerce and try to run the blockade. I'm sure Purig would wreak a great deal of wickedness with the silver in his hands. Alright then, off we sail to Omor. Sail faster, me boys. That sister of mine's not gonna save herself, is she? Welcome to Omor, friend. Is that grizzled fellow with you coming up now? That's Gunnar! Gunnar, my boy! Bjolgur of Gaukstall! Well met. Are the scholar brother working for the merchant of Omor now? Not yet. We haven't been paid. The Omor merchant promises a hoard of silver to protect the ships from the Sea Hound, but it never arrived. I was sent down to learn what happened, and I find that the silver's just sitting there, loaded onto a ship in the harbor. Some Vlandian pirates were sighted in the estuary, and the sturgeons refused to venture. I've been watching this Vlandian blockade and mulled over a plan. I think we can hit them with a trick that can be deadly in estuaries. I'll have the merchant here donate some of the leaky old vessels that they are about to scrap. We load it up with oil and pitch. Then we steer it towards the pirate, throw a torch, and jump. Good, very good. No, it's not a good idea. You're mad. I'll steer this fire ship. This is madness. We're on a floating bomb, for God's sake. We're gonna die here. And is that... They're firing a fire ballista at us. Dodge. Oh, that was close. What are you doing, Gunnar? What? You're lighting them on fire! No! By Odin spear, you're mad! You've gone completely mad! Ah! Oh! What? It's working! Let's go! Their ship is burning! Now swim, you sea-brained pickle! Dear God, Gunnar, we could have gotten ourselves killed there! It actually worked! Oh, they're shooting at us! Oi, 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 oi! Hasty! No, this is not the time for talking! There may be some hound patrols about. Keep aware, yow! They're shooting at me! Let me go! Oh! Don't worry! I got a spear! Oi! Take this, you dog! Enjoy that! Ow! Ow! Damn it, horse! Ride! Ride faster, Gunnar! Last javelin. Make it count! Stand off, you bastard! Here comes! Ow! He shot me! Gunnar, I'm not doing too well! You Vlandian scum! We made it, Gunnar! We made it! That's me ship! Don't worry, it's just a bit of internal bleeding. That's where the blood is supposed to be. On the insides. Alright, boys, let's run this blockade. The silver shall be ours. It looks like those Vlandians wants to have a chat with us. Stop firing that ballista on me. Oh, okay, I get it. We're leaving. Run the blockade, lads. We're going as bloody fast as we can. Oi, don't let him hit me. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, lads. That silver's gonna be ours. They're after me. Run faster. Don't let him hook onto us. You will know this as the day where you almost caught Captain Jarl Hastings. Come on, give him a friendly toss. Rock! Get us out of this mess. Reverse. Oh, no, not like this. My ship is burning! Someone extinguish these flames! We're completely engulfed, boys! Boys, we're underwater! How can we be burning? Hastin, you did well with that fire ship. Which one? The one we blew up or the one we sailed out of? The silver is on its way to my order. That bastard Purig will no doubt be much discomfited. That's a fun word to use for a Viking. Just before I set sail for Obor, my brothers and I had a visitor. A merchant named Salutas Crusas. He wanted us to break our contract with Balgard, an ally with the Sea Hounds. He offered a great deal of money too, and more. We could share in Purig's grand plan for conquest. To blockade the Bialik Sea and raise an army out of the old king's enemies and crown himself High King in Thronderlag and shower upon us lands, titles and anything else. I've heard such promises before. If you want the gold to flow, you honor your contracts, even if some fancy Calradian merchant comes along offering you the riches of the 7 seas. That must be the slave colony that father mentioned. If we find Crusas, we find Purig. I'm not saying I owe you anything, mind you. But those bastards did try to take the money. And all Crusas talk about gold and riches made me think that I wouldn't mind taking one of his ships and having a rummage through his holds. Yolgur, good to see you. You got your longship. We need to go to Skatri Island. Absolutely. That's quite a far distance away, but we can sail there, boys. We must save my sisters and bring vengeance to these pirate dogs. The Skatrian Islands is where we'll scupper the ships of whatever sea lords we can face. Sea Hound patrols. Come at me! Yarr! It be a stormy day on the high seas. I don't even see the enemy. Oh, there they are. Foul sails! Raise sails! Lessen oars! Come on, heave onto him! Pull him in like a big fat whale! Enjoy, good sir! Like a fat fish! On my hook! Get at them, boys! Die! Die, you dog! We've done it, boys! There he is! Salutas Crusas! You see the silhouette of a large ship on the horizon, but as you close, you can see there's not one ship, but several lashed together. Our captured ship, the Golden Wasp, is fast and maneuverable. We use the ballista to take out the mangonels one by one. I'll try a shot. I hit someone! I'm getting peppered by archers. One down! It's aiming towards me! It's down! Just right! Eat ballista, my good friends! Board them! Dear God, we're pinned! We're pinned! Climb aboard, lads! You may use my window! What a mess! This is a round ship, it's massive! Very good! We've done it! That was a good fight! It sure was, Bjolgur. I wish to present you with my old acquaintance, Saulautas Crusas, who gave himself up when the last of his men fell. Crusas, step forward. I am Salutas. I sail under the protection of the Sea Hounds. If you kill me, it's not gonna go well for you. You're a slaver scum. Yes, I buy slaves. Since when does a pirate like yourself care? I have a reason to believe that one of these people slaving for you is my sister. I believe I've heard of you. Hastin. From what I know, I think I can help you. Do you have a bargain? I'll tell you what I know, and you give me my freedom. When I last spoke to Purig, I saw your sister among his captives, and I tried to buy her. Not that one, he said. That's my insurance against a pair of avenging furies. Purig has run out of money, and he's arranged to sell some of the captives in Angran Fjord. You might be able to get close to him without him suspecting anything. Were you one of these buyers? Among others, yes. Show me the list of buyers. Who goes to this island to purchase slaves? Hastin. If Purig holds your sister as a hostage, then capturing his round ship will be a very delicate affair. If he sees Crusas' ship and believes that we are Crusas, we may be able to allay any suspicion a while to sneak aboard. Well, it's decided then. We shall return to Ostican to refit and gather our allies. I'll sell some of these weapons. I need bronze gloves. My helm is good. My armor proper, but I need a fine sword to strike him down. This pirate falchion will do. I'm ready, Gunnar. Let us set sail. Glorious! We got the mighty silver raven, the white walrus, the golden boar, and the silver dragon. We've gathered all of our allies. The Skolderbroda, the corsairs, and the Baneland archers. This is what it's all come down to. To free the captives of the Sea Hound and save my sister from slavery! The seas may be high, but we will lay you low. For Odin, I will liberate my kin. You have arrived at your destination in Angranfjord. The entrance to the inlet between forested crags is hard to spot from the open sea. A straight-out attack is out of the question. Throughout this voyage, I've been thinking of what we might be doing to ensure our safety, and I think I've come up with an idea. Let's approach it and pretend to be a buyer, while Bjolgur and Lahar stay out of sight. Cruisers can banter with them a bit as a distraction. You and I, meanwhile, shall dive into the deeps and swim round the stern of the prisoner ship. And together, we find your sister and save her. I've donned my finest ninja armor for this. Ignore me. It's nothing to worry about. Into the water! Okay, we'll keep it low, boys. We're gonna do it sneakily, lads. I need some air. Don't mind me. It's that very dark-colored fish. A Koifish. I don't wanna be the slave ship if I ever seen one. Here we go, lads. We need to be very stealthy on this one. Climb slow. Gunnar, I can hear you creaking your knees. Be careful. Oh, he hasn't spotted me yet. That's good. Wait for the waves. Silent like the wind. Oh, that man's suspicious. Careful now, careful now. We can't fight like Thor for this one. Don't worry, it's just the ship settling in. And my dagger in your skull! Stand still, sir. Let me get you a haircut. Oh, never mind that javelin that sailed past you. Can this ship stop rocking? One left. Let's do this. Well, shit. I guess it's the dagger then. Alright, that's the last of them. Sister, it's you! It's truly you! Who's there? What's going on? Alda, it's me, Jarl Hastings. Odin, heaven's mercy! What are you doing here? Sister, please be quiet. We can talk more later. I'm gonna free you and kill every single one of those slavers for Odin. Can you get me out of here? That's a valid question, my beloved sister. I'll kill him and then come back. Don't worry, sister. I'll kill them all. Gunnar! I aim to kill every single one of these dogs. And if you have anything against that, I will kill you too. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Wait, is that your real voice? Yeah, I've just been hamming it up for the video. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, let me cut the ropes then. Okay. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Oh, you're just having a bit of a dirt nap here, that's fine. I'm gonna kill every single bastard. I'm gonna send them to the hells. Sail, Gunnar, sail! Let's go. I'm gonna kill all of ya! You little slaving bay here. Those enemies sure look like it. Well, come a bit closer then. I have a friend here that wants to talk to you. He's sharp-witted and finds his target. No one can enter my domicile. Let's go! Come on, Gunnar, go faster! God's blood! We can't get past them. They're going to board. A bit ambitious, perhaps? Not so! Have to factor in the movement of the boat. Some advanced Viking mathematics going on here. Down your captain goes. I got javelins for days, me boys. Raw! I throw with the strength of Odin and a very angry older brother. Come here then. You want some? Get some. Take this and this. Raw! I hit it! Listen, if this whole Viking thing doesn't work out, I can take a job as a whaler. His harpoons never miss. Get off! Dear God, what are your leg muscles? That's our navy! That's the Skulderbrother! And the Corsairs! I have friends! I told you I had friends! I have gathered you all here for one last battle. We got the Corsairs to the left. We got the Skulderbrother to the right. Tempt the boarding! We'll take him out! Get them, lads! Let's get them, lads! We've come to assist you, Gunnar! Hey, guys! Skulderbrother, that's you? That's good. Eat my hammer! Taste my blade! That's the Corsairs! They've come to save the day! Glorious! I'm wounded! Corsairs, let me get on your ship! my beloved eastern friends. Your vessel is mighty. Salam alaikum, my fellow pirates. You fight with honor. You fight with glory. Who dares provoke the hounds in their lair? He's coming! I better get back to my ship then. Goodbye, my Azurite friends, but I have vengeance to enact. We've gotten him out of here. Lower the net for me, lads. You enslaved me. You stole my sister. And worst of all, you broke an oath to a person you once fought with as a shield brother. Now, I will send you to Valhalla myself. For Odin. For Thor. For glory. Board the bastard. I'm gonna javelin him in the face. Ah! Take this. Duel me, you coward. Take this, sea hound. Arr, I'm gonna slay every single one of you sea dogs. Ah, my wounds are superficial. Yours are deep. Kill him! You and Gunnar have been slaughtering my allies all up and down this coastline. And now, it's come to this. I was going to forge the sea hounds into a weapon of vengeance against the House of Volbjörn. I would have drowned them in their own blood. But to the free warriors of the north, to the men who stood against the tyrant, I would have showered them with gold. You salt-brined brain! You minnow of a fish in a sea of insolence! I don't care about your old wars, you fart! You put my sister in a cage. I'll put you in a grave. Not much honor in having your men just cut me down, is there? Fight me 1-to-1. If I win, I go free, and we need never see each other again. If you win, people will remember you as the one who slew the terror of the north. I'm willing to duel. Havachi! You dog! You hit Purig on the head! You crazy? Take this! And this! Good hit! I got the first blood. I got the second blood. Third's the strike to me. Fourth! Ah! Axe to the head! No one expects it! As you cut Purig down, there's a moment of silence and a great cheer from your men. Meanwhile, your sister foremost in your mind, you hurry back to the round ship. Beloved sister, enslaved no more. Come here, my kin. We will feast, not in Valhalla, but probably in Balgard or some other city that has good mead. Come on, get up! You can walk, your legs work. Odin's mercy! I'd given up hope! I thought I'd die in that dark place, in the power of those cruel men. I would never have given up trying to rescue you, or our little brother, or any of us. Oh, Björngur, you've been standing this the whole time. I hate to drop, but we need to move fast. We got men badly hurt, and our water stocks are dangerously low, and I'm under strict orders from Gunnar not to drink salt water. Very well then, to Ostekon we sail. Excuse me coming through. It's I, legendary Haystein, by Odin's beard and Loki's ballsack. If it ain't my friend Gunnar, you gave Purig a far more honorable death than he deserved. Listen, buddy, I would have drank from the skull, but it was so split open that it kept leaking mead. As for the sea hounds, I hear they're mostly scattered. It's time for me to return to my home in Baneland. There is the matter of my warband, of course. Some are rather impressed by your leadership. They want to follow you, if you'll have them. As I mentioned, they prefer to sail on our ship, so I'll guess that's yours too. I'll take it. You should come see me in my village of Lagshofen. It's on the east coast of Baneland. It's not much to talk about, but there's honest work here. Farewell. I'll see you soon, shield brother. Ah, and there she is, the Wavesteed. Barkeep, I wish for your largest horn of mead. And while we're at it, I think I'll have you too. That is an impressive feat of strength on your leg muscles. Holy moly. A glorious drinking night. Oh, I get to me ship I wish to sail. What are you looking at, Vlandian? You know what? I think I'll take him up on that offer for a bit of mead. Lagshofen, huh? I guess that's where Gunnar said he lived. What a quaint little village. Even got a beggar here. Away with you, old beggar. Not a bad place for an old fart of a Viking to settle down. Gunnar! 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 Gunnar, you old fart! There he is! You salty sea dog, you're preparing a feast for me! Is this your home? Hastin, welcome! I've been entertained in the village with tales of adventure. If you're looking for recruits, then I doubt you'll find more promising batch than the lads of Lagsholfen. You'll always have a place by my hearth, old friend. I thank you for what you did for me. You kept your word. Not everyone is so dependable these days. I don't know if this is much of a good idea, Gunnar. You telling me we're gonna write down the tales of Hastin? My people usually just carve them in stones, but you're right, paper is much easier to carry. Very well then, the story begins on a ship, with our heroes enslaved by the bastard of Purig. He who would get his face cloven in two. Alright, listen here, little scamp. You may take the boat out for one small sailing trip, but I want you back before the sun sets. And don't let any of the other village boys tease you for your mother being a Vlandian tavern maid. She's just as fine of a woman as anyone. Alright, son, you be good now. Oh, and watch out for the sea raiders. Ragnar. And that, my friends, is going to have to be the end of the Hastings saga. For now, as I intend to continue this as a proper series, where we will continue the legend of Hastings, all the way from glorious local hero to a living legend and king of the Nords. If you too want to have an epic adventure with the Nords or any of the other faction on the Calradian seas, you can click my link in the description and pinned comment. Check out the Bannerlord DLC War Sales yourself. My name is Koifish, hope you liked this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. You can find it right here on screen. Until then, stay Viking, my dudes. Yeet!